everybody, it's Milpro. I wanted to give you a better look at the gear that I was using for the cornering video that I did. I intended to do it when I did that video, but the video quality wasn't what I wanted it to be, so I decided to redo it. What you're looking at is what's called a split chest rig. This one's made by Voodoo Tactical. It's pretty well put together. It kind of meets the needs that I have, but I attached a variety of things to it just to show you the versatility of the gear. I've been asked before, what's the difference between PALS and Moly gear, and there really isn't a difference. So this is actually a Moly mag pouch attached to a PALS gear. The only difference is the brand name. It's the same system of webbing that you attach the items to. And in the back, I attached an old Alice gear butt pack right to it, to the PALS straps, using the Alice metal clips, just to show that it can be done. So pretty much whatever assortment of gear that you have, you can figure out a way to put it all together. Now, the chest rig itself, it's called a split chest rig because it comes apart in the middle. That's basically just for ease of putting it on, taking it off. Because this one does not have an open back. This one actually has a hydration pouch in the back of it that you can put your Camelback or whatever system you're using right in there and attach your hydration right to your chest rig. Whether you use it for that or not is up to you. You can put whatever you want inside that pouch. I'm going to be taking the rest of these things off and just using the chest rig because it sort of fits my needs, and I'll give it a B instead of an A rating. Mostly because I would like all of you tactical clothiers out there to stop putting Velcro on tactical gear. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. That's not very tactical. Okay, we're back to basics on the Voodoo Tactical gear, and as you can see, it is relatively low profile from the side. There isn't a lot sticking out that can get in your way. You'll also notice that there's long strapping that I had to tie up here. It's because this thing is very adjustable for various body types, shapes, and sizes. So if you want to adjust this thing to fit over, let's say, some body armor or some heavy winter clothing, if you need to change it back and forth between the various climates that you may be running around in, this thing will do the trick. It's adjustable in so many different ways. It would fit somebody easily twice my size. Now, I also have a thigh holster. This one's made by UTG. It was only $20. So I'm all about saving money and trying to help people figure out ways to get the gear that they want at an affordable price. This is not the best holster you're ever going to buy, but you know what? I've field tested it, and I've been playing around with it. It works just fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's very secure. Keeps your weapon nice and secure inside there. It fits snug. It's also very adjustable. I wish it would adjust a little bit more upward so that I could get it a little bit closer up here to the rest of my gear, because you really don't want your thigh holster too far down. You don't want to have to actually reach down to grab it. It needs to be as close up here as possible. That will keep it from sliding around from side to side when you maneuver. This one works just fine for what I'm going to be using it for. $20, you really can't complain about it. Now, you'll notice that on my pistol, there's a lanyard attached to it. That's attached to my gear up here. That's because if you're going to be tactical, it's hard to do if you lose your gear. So I didn't attach it to the holster. This is what I've seen some people do, is attach the lanyard to the holster. Well, if something happens and these straps get broken or this pistol belt gets cut and the whole holster's gone, now what are you going to do? You don't want to lose this pistol. I can live without the holster, can't live without the pistol. So I've attached the pistol itself to my chest rig, so that when I pull it out, and even if something happens and I lose the holster, I've still got the gun. It's going to be attached to my body. So another tip for you tactically is, if you don't want to lose it, stick it to something that attaches to your body. Any of your knives that you need are absolutely necessary for your survival. If the shit hits the fan, you need to have a lanyard on them, and they need to be attached to your main gear or to your body, a piece of your clothing, through a button loop or something of that nature. It needs to be attached to your body, because anybody who's ever been in a shit hits the fan situation knows that once things start flying around, you're going to start losing things. It'll even fall out of your pocket. So even if it's just a good Swiss Army knife that's in your breast pocket, there should still be a lanyard on it that's attached to that shirt, to that jacket, or to something else, so that if that pocket flap comes open, like a lot of people have Velcro on their pocket flaps now, if that wears out and pops open, that's going to come out. At least it has a lanyard on it, and it's not going to go very far. You can recover it, and you're not going to be without that item when you absolutely need it. Unfortunately, no communists were injured during the filming of this episode. Malpractice assumes no responsibility for your stupidity. Train safe, train hard, stay alive.